If you're over 60, you might be wondering, do I really still need life insurance? Maybe your kids are grown, maybe your house is paid off, maybe you already built up some savings. So why would you need coverage? Well, the answer isn't the same for everyone, but there are a few things you should look at before deciding that you don't need life insurance anymore. Life insurance isn't just about replacing your income. As you get older, one of the biggest reasons people consider life insurance because it makes sure your family isn't left dealing with the financial expenses after they're gone. That could include funeral expenses, outstanding debt, medical bills, that's a big one, or simply leaving some money behind for people they care about. The important thing is to figure out what financial problems you want the policy to solve. Let's say your goal is simply to make sure your family doesn't have to come up with thousands of dollars for your final expenses. You may not need a massive policy. On the other hand, maybe you still have a mortgage, credit cards, car loan, or other expenses. Now your coverage needs to be different. And maybe you already have a life insurance policy. That's great. But you still need to understand exactly what that policy is designed to do. How much is the death benefit? How long does the coverage last? And is it actually enough for the expenses you want to cover? Those are the questions I would start with. Here's a simple example. Let's say someone's 62 years old, doesn't have any life insurance. They got some savings, but they don't want their children to have to use that money for the funeral expenses. Their goal might simply be making sure those expenses are covered. Now, take someone else who's 68. They already have a small policy, but they also have outstanding debt and want to leave something behind for their spouse. Their situation is completely different. And that's why I don't think there's one magic number that everyone over 60 should have. The right amount depends on what you're trying to accomplish with the coverage. There are a few mistakes I see people make when thinking about life insurance after 60. Mistake number one, assuming you're too old. Age can affect your options and pricing, but you shouldn't automatically assume you can't qualify. Mistake number two is assuming your savings are enough. You may have savings today, but you need to consider what expenses your family could actually face. Mistake number three, waiting until you absolutely need coverage. Your health and circumstances can change, so waiting can potentially give you options. And mistake number four, never looking at existing policy. If you already have coverage, take some time to understand what you actually have. So if you're over 60 and you're wondering whether life insurance still makes sense for you, don't start by asking, how much insurance should I buy? Start by asking, what do I want this insurance to accomplish? Once you know that, figure out the appropriate amount of coverage because most is easier. If you'd like to see what your options may be available based on your situations, I'll put a link below this video where you can learn more. And if this video helped you, subscribe to your channel because I'm going to be breaking down life insurance in simple terms without all the confusing insurance jargon. So make sure you share this with other people. Make sure you leave a comment. I always respond to the comments here. And if you ever just curious about what it takes to plan ahead of time, there's a link down below. There's a free guide. It walks you through what you can plan, what you need to do regards to planning for a funeral. All right. So hey, my name is Charlie here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.